Hey everyone, today's story revolves around a woman who has been pushed to the edge by her husband's increasingly controlling behavior. After just 7 months of marriage, she finds herself suffocating under his constant surveillance and demands. Now, with him away on a 2-week work trip, she has a narrow window to escape and reclaim her life. As she navigates the complexities of planning her departure in secret, the tension mounts. Let's dive into the story and see if she can successfully break free from this toxic relationship before it's too late. I'm using a throwaway account since my husband and in-laws follow my main. I'm a 29-year-old woman, married to Alex, a 30-year-old man, who I met during our freshman year of college. We started as friends and got married 7 months ago. Although I get along with his family, we've never been particularly close, just friendly. Recently, Alex's behavior has become increasingly unsettling. He's begun asking for detailed explanations every time I leave the house without him: who I'm meeting, where we're going, what we're doing, and how long I'll be gone. At first, I thought he was just being a caring partner, concerned for my safety. But then, he started checking my phone after I returned, researching my friends, and questioning every aspect of my social interactions. He's also been pressuring me to link my bank account with his, even though he was previously fine with us keeping our finances separate. We've been arguing about it almost daily. The last straw was yesterday when he demanded that I wear a tracker while he's on a 2-week work trip to California. I feel suffocated and trapped. I tried talking to his family about his worrying behavior, but they dismissed it, saying he's just being protective, like a good husband should. I've realized that I need to leave before he returns on May 11th. I plan to submit divorce papers the day I leave, but there's so much to do: finding a new place to live, seeing if my job has transfer opportunities, packing, and moving, all within 2 weeks. I'm posting here because I don't have close family, and I can't risk involving our mutual friends, as they might unintentionally tip Alex off. I just need advice on how to do this safely and efficiently. Thank you all for your advice. I never thought about not using his divorce papers. I'll shred them and get a lawyer to help with my own. I live in a no-fault divorce state, which will help. I'll also check for cameras before I start packing. The tracker he wants me to wear clips onto my waistband. I'll wear it unless I'm doing something related to leaving. Thankfully, we don't have pets. Thank you for the overwhelming support and advice. I wanted to clarify a few things before updating. Some asked why I would hide things from Alex. I'm not, but he checks everything I do down to the smallest detail, including texts, meals, and conversations. It feels like I'm being pushed into a corner. I've talked to my job, and my manager is looking into transfer opportunities in other states. I found 3 cameras in our home, in the kitchen, living room, and bedroom. I haven't moved them yet, but I'm planning all my escape activities in the bathroom, pretending to take baths. I'm avoiding domestic violence services because my sister-in-law volunteers there, and I'm certain she'd find out if I went there. I can't search for apartments until I hear back from my job, but I'm leaving the state regardless. The day before I leave, I'll change my phone number and carrier and wipe all electronic devices. I've met with 2 lawyers who pointed out that Alex's divorce papers had some worrying clauses, especially about future children. It seems like he was planning to trap me by getting me pregnant. I'm looking into housing in the 3 cities my job might send me to, just in case. If my job can't transfer me, I'll quit and move on my own. I have enough savings to survive for a few months while finding a new job. I'm really on my own, aside from the support from all of you. Good news. My job has an opening that I qualify for in another state with a salary increase. I've started telling my in-laws and friends that I'm planning a surprise outing for Alex when he returns. This way, they won't be suspicious if they see me out and about. I even asked my mother-in-law for recipes to keep up the ruse. I've found a moving company willing to work during the upcoming storm. I plan to shut off the breaker and tell Alex we lost power if he asks. I'll have everything moved that afternoon and fly out once the weather clears. I've hired a lawyer to handle the divorce and filled out the necessary paperwork so I don't have to be present. I'm not asking for assets or alimony. and I shredded his divorce papers. I've set up a cheap phone plan with Cricket to use until this is over, then I'll get a new phone and number. My work's IT department checked my laptop and it's clean, so I'm not bringing any other electronics with me. If Alex needs to talk to me, he'll have to go through my lawyer. I'm hoping Alex doesn't notice anything's wrong until I'm already gone. My work is covering the plane ticket, so that's one less thing to worry about. It's been a busy week, but I've gotten so much done. I'm now out of the house and staying in a hotel while looking for an apartment. The storm back home was intense, with high winds, thunder, lightning, and hail. I didn't take much from the house, just my documents, clothes, and a few sentimental items. I left all the furniture and electronics behind. Before I left, I cleaned the house thoroughly and took pictures as evidence in case Alex tries to claim I damaged anything. My lawyer has already started the divorce proceedings, and Alex will be served tomorrow morning when his plane lands. The sheriff will be at the house to serve him, and my lawyer will inform him that I'm willing to go public with everything if necessary to secure my freedom. I'm not telling our friends or his in-laws until he's on the plane to avoid tipping him off. I'm okay, but I feel jittery and off-kilter. I keep looking over my shoulder, even though I don't need to anymore. My work is covering the hotel costs, and I'm trying to get everything in order. I'll need to find a new GP to ensure everything is okay. I don't know when I'll update next, maybe after the divorce is finalized or if something significant happens. Sorry for the delay in updating. Things have been hectic. I'm still looking for an apartment, and I've submitted applications to 3 places. I'm going to work at the new location, so I don't have to dip into my emergency savings too much. I've received a lot of emails from Alex, his family, and our old friends, all asking questions. I only replied to Alex once, explaining that I don't think we're compatible and that his treatment of me was as much of a deal breaker as infidelity. I told him any further communication would go through my lawyer. I also sent an email to his family and our friends, explaining why I left and that I wish them no ill will, but such treatment of a wife and partner is unacceptable. Alex was livid when he was served and got into legal trouble for assaulting the sheriff. My lawyer thinks this gives us a good chance of getting a restraining order. Alex apparently trashed the house after returning, breaking the dining table, TV, and putting holes in the walls. One of our friends reported this to me, noting that Alex tried to blame me, but the holes were at his height, not mine. The photos I took before leaving will help prove my innocence. My work won't share my new location as we deal with high-end clientele who value security, so Alex won't be able to find me through them. I'm not a stripper or escort. I work with contracts, notary, and business management. Even if Alex tries to use my work to locate me, he won't succeed. It's been a little while, so I thought I'd answer some questions and provide an update. I didn't bring my car. The public transport here is good enough. I've secured an apartment in a building with strong security measures, including a key card entry and a security guard. I gave them photos of Alex and his family, so they won't be let in if they find me. The responses to my email varied. His family thinks I'm overreacting and owe Alex an apology for the trouble I've caused him. The pending criminal charges could cost him his job. Alex sent a long email apologizing and pleading for me to come home, saying he's willing to go to therapy if that will appease me. He insisted that he was only trying to protect me and didn't think leaving was an appropriate response. Our friends mostly downplayed the situation, saying they didn't believe Alex would hurt me and that I'm letting my imagination run wild. I wasn't surprised by the lack of support. Alex intends to fight the divorce, but I'm letting my lawyer handle it and pursuing a protective order. Once I got my apartment, I froze my credit and changed my phone carrier and number. I also made sure none of my documents list Alex as next of kin or have him as my power of attorney. Some people asked why I'm so paranoid about Alex's possible future actions. It's because of my grandmother. She was in an abusive and manipulative marriage, and back in her day, divorce wasn't really an option. She shielded my mom as best she could until my mom left home. My grandma died 5 years ago, and I don't want to end up like her. Even though Alex hasn't physically hurt me, His behavior is suffocating and manipulative, and I refuse to stay in a marriage where I feel controlled and unsafe. Thank you all for the support and advice throughout this ordeal. Your encouragement gave me the strength to leave. If I can offer any advice, it's to trust your instincts and prioritize your safety and well-being. No one deserves to feel trapped in a relationship where they aren't valued or respected. And that's the end of today's intense story. It's clear that our protagonist is in a desperate race against time to secure her freedom and peace of mind. Her journey is a stark reminder of the importance of recognizing controlling behavior and taking steps to protect oneself. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.